Have you ever started to lose faith in God when you are waiting for specific promises from God, but they are nowhere in your reality yet? And, you just keep waiting and praying about it, and you still see nothing. And then the doubt starts to creep in, and you start to lose faith, like continually, like a downward spiral. You lose faith more and more as time goes on because you're just not seeing anything. Nothing is happening, and it feels like, your life is falling apart, and you're like, God, where are you? Are you even there? Do you not hear my prayers? Like, show me something. And, you know, this is a situation I'm in now, and I wanted to make this video so that people can feel understood and seen and not feel so alone, because I know there's a lot of perfect Christians out there who are, oh, I love God all the time and God is always good. And yes, God is always good. But there's some people who are just like, they will just not talk about the darker side of things, okay, as a Christian. And here I am to talk about all the dark stuff. So I'm experiencing this right now, and it really sucks because you're waiting for something to happen. Your life could be falling apart, complete chaos, and everyone is going through different things and waiting for different things to come to pass from God, okay? Like, we all have different missions, purposes, and things unfolding for us, but I'll give you a specific example for me, okay? I have been waiting for a job now for months, and there is still nothing. So I have debt piling up. I'm starting to get extremely stressed out as time goes on, and it's super expensive to survive. So I'm like praying all the time, and God, please, I need a job. Where are you? Are you there? Have you forsaken me? Have you forgotten about me? Am I being punished for something? Like, all these things start going through my mind, and I start to get really angry at God. I'm like, my soul starts to get rebellious against God. And I'm just like, I can feel myself trying to rebel. Like, I'm trying to hold on to faith, right? But my soul wants to rebel because there is just no proof of God helping me right now. And I'm like, where are you? Please hear me, answer me. Give me a sign that you're there. Like, are you even real? Do you even exist? And then I'm like, maybe God's not even real. And like, so much stuff starts to creep in to my mind, just planting like seeds of doubt and everything. And then I will start to like read the Bible less and pray less and everything. And I know that, the enemy loves when this starts to happen, because he can, amplify the negativity and everything in your own mind then about God. And he loves that, okay? But you try to hold on to faith, like, but it's dwindling like each moment here. And just sometimes, like, I'll be like super, like, some days I will have a lot of faith and I'll feel really good, and I'll be like, I know God is going to come through for me, and I'm just super like positive and everything, and I have so much faith. But then some days I just have no faith. I'm like, you have left me. Why have you left me? Why have you forsaken me? And I'm so like stressed out and depressed about it. My faith is like, I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just done with all this. I'm not being a Christian anymore. I don't care. And I feel my soul wanting to rebel and go back to like the darkness of the past, just whatever. Like, I can't. Once you get to a certain point in your healing with God, the doors to the past have been closed and there is no access to going back there. God will not let you go back to the things, the like lifestyle that you have came out of, that he brought you out of. So even though my soul is in rebellion, I know that I can't go back to the way it used to be. So, like, I just do other things. Like I said, I don't read the Bible as much, and I'm just like pushing God away, like, internally and everything. And I'm just so angry sometimes. And like, are you ever going to help me? And then, you will, all the worst case scenarios are going through your mind. Like, the absolute worst possible outcome of a situation is going on in your head. Like, okay, I don't have a job, debt is piling up, I'm going to have no way to pay for rent, I'm going to have no way to pay for this, like I'll be homeless. And then I start thinking like, okay, I'll be homeless, that's okay. I will figure it out. And like, it's just your mind spirals downward into all this negativity and darkness. Like I'm just giving you an example for me, but whatever you are waiting for from God, like it could be something relating to your health, or like, health, finances, a relationship, like a marriage or a future marriage or something. Like it could be anything, whatever you are going through personally. But I just had to talk about this because it's something I'm going through lately, and I'm like, wow, this is super painful, stressful, and God is really challenging our faith like through these situations, okay? Because before, like during the summer, I had to move out of the place I was in, okay? And I had nowhere to live. I had to be out. I was this is one of the most stressful times that I've been through in the last like 4 years, 3 or 4 years. I had nowhere. I had to be out in like 3 or 4 days of the place I was living with kids. I have kids. Nothing, no apartment, nothing. I was like freaking out. Oh my, what am I going to do? What, like, God, please help me. And I was so stressed out. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, nothing. I was like, okay, God is gone. God left me. Like, that's it. I'm just on my own here. I'm going to suffer and be out in the street and have nowhere to live. Okay. And I was thinking the worst and planning for like just the worst case, right? And then, like, a couple of days before I had to move out, God came through and I ended up getting an apartment, which I am in right now. And it's like God tests you to your absolute limit, like stressed to the max, and absolutely no like clear path forward at all. There's no sign from God, no word. Hello, are you there? Are you there? I don't hear anything. Where are you? Like nothing, just dead silence, okay? And but he came through at the very last minute, and I was like, wow, thank you so much. And I just, my faith was restored again. And, life was good for a while. And then this is happening again now in this situation. And my faith is, and I'm like in that same situation where I'm starting to get extremely stressed out and I don't see anything from God. And what do I do? I'm holding on to faith. I know that God comes through, even if it's the very last second, like before you have a complete mental breakdown or things get extremely bad. Like God always comes through, and I do forget that He comes through for us. Like I will have to actually sit down and start thinking about all the ways that God has come through for me in the past. And like God doesn't let us fall too far. Like, yeah, life is stressful, but God wants us to have faith in Him. So even if it is at the very last second, He will come through for you. Like even if you have to suffer and suffer and suffer, He is with us through the suffering, and He wants us to depend only on Him. And He is testing our faith in this season, okay? For many of us, we are going through this right now. Really, really difficult life situations, and we just don't see any path forward. And God is like, I am the way forward. Focus on me and have faith only in me. Don't look anywhere else. And this is what we are having to do here, even though it is the most stressful thing to ever have to deal with as a Christian. Like, just so, so hard. And I'm like at the end of my rope here. I really, really am. And I don't see a way out. So I'm like just waiting, and I'm just starting to not care about anything at this point. And like, it's so hard to hold on. And I just want to let people know, like, you are not alone in this, okay? This is things that all Christians go through. We all go through this suffering and this lack of faith, and like, God, are you even there? Like, do you even hear me? Are you going to help me? Eventually, God comes through for us, and this always happens. Like, He's not going to just abandon us and leave us, but we start to lose sight of that because nothing is happening in our reality. So it's like, should I just give up? Like, what do I do? Like, there's nothing. Like, I don't know what to do anymore. And God is like, well, I'm the only one who can help you through this, so you have no choice but to depend completely on me 100%. And He will let us go through the most horrible circumstances in order to test our faith and to develop our faith, and so that we can actually trust and believe in Him more, which seems like a contradiction because it's like, well, I'm losing my faith, so is this actually helping me develop faith or what? Like, but in the end, when He actually does come through for us, then we're like, our faith grows. So it grows even more. Like, it's more expansive then. And then something else will happen to bring our faith down again. But each time that He keeps coming through for us in these really difficult situations, our faith is going to grow more than ever. So it'll grow more. And then the next time it happens, it'll grow even more. Then when it happens again, it'll just grow even more until eventually we will forget all the bad times and we will have faith in God. When something bad happens, we will just, our faith won't dwindle anymore. We will come to a point where we'll be able to hold on to our faith and know that He is going to get us through it, because we can look back at, wow, I just had this really extremely stressful situation happen in my life, and God helped me through it at the last minute. And that's going to keep happening until we finally come to realize that He is not actually leaving us. He's there. He's just testing our faith, which is the absolute worst thing to go through and super painful and stressful to the max. Like, it really is. But He will always come through for us because He can't fail us and He can't lie. He doesn't lie. So if He promised us things, they are going to come to pass eventually, but our human nature is to be impatient and want everything immediately, which is not the way God works, okay? He has to purify us, cleanse us, and help help us grow, like, spiritually and in faith before all of these things can come to pass. So just hold on. God will come through for you. He will come through for me. And when He does, I will be making a video about it to help show you that, yes, it is extremely difficult and I'm losing faith, but I know He will come through for me. And when He does, I'm going to talk about it and I'll be like, see, what did I say? I was losing faith, but He came through for me and He will come through for you. So that was the video. I just had to talk about this because it's something I'm going through right now and I'm extremely stressed out, okay? But I am trying to hold on to faith. Sometimes I have faith, sometimes I don't. Like, I'm trying to hold on to it. It's super difficult right now, but I'm like, God, I'm trying to keep faith and believe in You because I know You are there and You will not let me fall. So, well, You won't let me fall too far. Like, You let us fall, like, for a long time sometimes, but He'll always be there to catch us and help us rise back up in the end, okay? So that's it. You're not alone in your sufferings and your lack of faith and whatever. This is a normal thing for a Christian to go through these seasons, okay? In waiting and lack of faith and whatever until God actually comes through for us, which He always will in some way or other, okay? So hold on to the faith. Just try and hold on to it. Keep praying. I know it's hard, but reach out to God and just try and keep the faith as much as possible and know that He will come through for you. He always does in the end. So that's it. God bless you and just keep the faith, okay? Peace.